Have you been waking up and noticing that your skin just looks tired? Maybe the lines on your face seem a little deeper than they did a year ago. Maybe the skin on your neck or the backs of your hands feels thinner, less alive. If that sounds familiar, stay with me, because today I'm walking you through a 2-oil nighttime routine that can genuinely make a difference, along with the one bedtime habit that's quietly speeding up skin aging for most people. I'm Dr. Eliza Hart, a board-certified gynecologist with more than 15 years of clinical experience supporting women through menopause, hormonal transitions, and the many changes that come with aging gracefully. We'll go through everything step by step, so don't skip ahead. The first oil is cold-pressed sesame oil, and I want to be clear right away. This is not the dark toasted sesame oil you find in the Asian cooking aisle at the grocery store. That version has been heat processed, and that heat breaks down most of the beneficial compounds your skin actually needs. What you want is unrefined, cold-pressed sesame oil. That label matters more than people realize, and it's where a lot of folks go wrong from the very beginning. Sesame oil has a remarkable history in skincare. In Ayurvedic medicine, one of the oldest documented health traditions on the planet originating in India, this oil has been used for thousands of years in skin treatments, restorative massages, and nightly rejuvenation practices. Ancient texts referred to it as an oil that feeds the skin from the inside while shielding it from the outside. What's remarkable is that modern research is now validating what those traditions understood intuitively. Cold-pressed sesame oil is naturally rich in vitamin E, sesamol, and essential fatty acids, all of which aging skin genuinely needs. Vitamin E functions as an antioxidant, helping protect skin cells from oxidative stress, that gradual, invisible damage that breaks down collagen and elastin over time. Sesame also carries natural anti-inflammatory properties that can calm low-grade skin irritation, including that subtle redness many people over 50 notice but can't quite explain. And the fatty acids, particularly linoleic acid, help restore the skin barrier, that outer protective layer that becomes more compromised as we age. Here's a simple way to picture it. Your skin barrier works like a brick wall. When you're young, those bricks are tightly bonded together. Nothing gets in or out that shouldn't. But as the years go by, the mortar between those bricks starts to erode. Gaps form. Moisture escapes. The skin dries out, becomes thinner, and every fine line becomes more pronounced. The fatty acids in sesame oil essentially act as that lost mortar. They fill in those gaps, reinforce the barrier, and help your skin hold on to its natural hydration all through the night. There's also something about sesame oil that most people don't know. It has an unusually strong natural ability to penetrate the skin. It doesn't just sit on the surface creating a greasy film. It actually moves into the upper layers of the skin and delivers its nutrients where they can do real work. That makes it more than just a moisturizing agent. It acts as a carrier, which is exactly why it pairs so well with the second oil. The second oil is clove essential oil. Now, before we go any further, this part is important. Essential oils are highly concentrated plant extracts, and clove in particular should never be applied directly to the skin without dilution. Never. This is especially true for mature skin, which is already thinner and more reactive. Clove essential oil is always used in very small amounts, always blended into sesame oil first, and that's what makes it safe and effective. Clove contains a bioactive compound called eugenol, and it brings two specific benefits to aging skin. The first is antimicrobial activity. As the skin barrier weakens with age, it becomes more susceptible to bacteria and microorganisms that trigger what's sometimes called silent inflammation. Not the visible kind like a rash or a wound, but a slow, low-level inflammatory process that steadily degrades collagen, accelerates wrinkle formation, and leaves the complexion looking dull and uneven. Eugenol helps manage that microbial environment without the harshness of many synthetic alternatives. The second benefit is its anti-inflammatory action, which works alongside sesame oil beautifully. Sesame calms and nourishes the outer layers. Clove targets deeper-seated inflammation that sesame alone doesn't fully reach. Used separately, each oil has limitations. Sesame without clove hydrates but doesn't address the underlying microbial load. Clove without sesame is too aggressive and doesn't absorb properly. But together, sesame opens the pathway and clove gets to work, reducing inflammation and supporting the skin's ability to repair itself overnight. Something I find genuinely fascinating, this exact pairing, sesame oil combined with spices like clove, appears in Ayurvedic manuscripts that are over 2,700 years old. This wasn't developed in a lab. It was discovered through careful patient observation by ancient practitioners. And when contemporary researchers examined these formulations, they found measurable documented effects on skin inflammation, microbial balance, and cellular protection. This is not folk belief dressed up as medicine. It's traditional knowledge that holds up under scientific scrutiny. Now let's talk about preparation, because how you make this blend determines whether it actually works. You'll need cold-pressed sesame oil and pure clove essential oil. No blends, no added fragrance, nothing extra. Check both labels carefully. The ratio is 1 teaspoon of sesame oil to exactly 2 drops of clove essential oil. 2 drops, not 4, not 6. With essential oils, more is not better. More is genuinely risky. Too much clove can cause redness, irritation, and sensitization, particularly on mature skin that has a lower threshold for concentrated actives. Precision is what gets results here, not generosity. Mix both in a small glass container. If you'd like to prepare a larger batch, use 4 tablespoons of sesame oil with 8 drops of clove and store it in a dark glass bottle with a tight lid away from light and heat. Stored properly, this mixture stays effective for several weeks. Each night you only need a few drops, roughly what you can hold on the pads of your index and middle fingertips together. Before you apply anything, you need to prepare your skin properly. This step is just as important as the oils themselves, and most people skip right over it. Start by washing your face with lukewarm water and a gentle alcohol-free cleanser. Remove any makeup, sunscreen, or daytime residue thoroughly. Next, prepare a light chamomile infusion, let it cool slightly, and soak a soft cloth in the warm liquid. Lay it gently over your face for about 40 seconds. Chamomile contains bisabolol, a naturally soothing compound that helps calm any low-grade inflammation your skin has accumulated during the day. The mild warmth also softens the outermost layer of the skin, the stratum corneum, so that the oils you're about to apply can penetrate significantly more deeply than they would on dry, unprepared skin. Pat your face dry with a clean towel using soft, pressing motions. No rubbing. Leave the skin just slightly damp. That trace of moisture actually helps the oil glide on more smoothly and supports better absorption into the barrier. Now place your drops of the blended oil into your palms and rub your hands together for about 5 seconds. Warming the oil to body temperature before applying it noticeably improves how well it absorbs. The application method I recommend is what I call a restorative pressure technique, and it's meaningfully different from just rubbing the oil in. Instead of dragging your fingers across the skin, you're going to use flat, open palms to apply still, firm pressure to each area of the face and hold for 5 seconds without sliding. Begin at the neck, with your fingers angled toward your ears. Press firmly and hold. This stationary pressure gently encourages capillary dilation and increases blood circulation to the area, which helps push the oil deeper into the tissue, all without the friction that can damage the delicate capillaries of older skin. Move upward. Jaw, then cheeks, then forehead. Hold each zone for 5 full seconds. For the eye area, switch to your ring fingers only, using very light pinpoint pressure. Follow the orbital bone from the inner corner of each eye outward along the lower lid, then back along the upper lid. This gentle circuit helps move stagnant fluid that contributes to morning puffiness and delivers the oil precisely where the skin is at its most fragile. Give the area between your eyebrows some focused attention using alternating thumb pressure. Along the nasolabial folds, use small, rhythmic pumping motions with your middle finger, moving from the corner of the mouth upward toward the cheekbones. Then, along the jawline, use the flat surface of your bent index finger to make one slow, deliberate glide from your chin up toward your earlobe, once per side, finishing the application with intention. Once you're done, leave the oil on. Do not rinse. Sleep is the window when your skin does its most active repair work, and those overnight hours are when the antioxidants, fatty acids, and anti-inflammatory compounds can do exactly what they're designed to do. Washing them off before bed removes the very tools your skin needs most. Now let me tell you what to realistically expect and when, because clear expectations are what keep people consistent long enough to actually see results. On the very first morning, many people notice their skin feels softer. That's not just surface texture. It's a real sign that the barrier held onto more moisture through the night. There may also be a subtle evenness or healthy tone to the complexion that wasn't there before, because the antioxidant and anti-inflammatory activity is already beginning to reduce that low-grade dullness. Through the first week of consistent nightly use, texture tends to improve noticeably. The skin feels smoother, pores appear slightly less prominent, and there's a general sense of calm and comfort in the skin. Superficial fine lines, the kind caused by dehydration rather than deep structural changes, often look less prominent simply because the skin is better hydrated and more supple. Somewhere between weeks 2 and 3, the more visible changes start to emerge. Deep wrinkles won't vanish, and it wouldn't be honest to suggest otherwise, but they tend to look softer and less defined. The skin around the eyes typically shows improvement first, followed by the area around the mouth. Skin tone becomes more consistent and redness tends to settle down. After a full month of nightly use, many people describe the skin as feeling denser, not like it did at 30, but with noticeably more body and resilience. That increased firmness changes how the whole face reads. The jawline looks more defined, the neck appears smoother, and the overall quality of the complexion shifts in a way that's hard to ignore. Now, I want to cover the 5 most common mistakes that prevent people from seeing these results. The first is using the wrong type of sesame oil. Toasted sesame oil, dark in color, strong in smell, sold for cooking, has been heat processed in a way that destroys the very compounds that make sesame therapeutic for skin. Always choose cold-pressed, unrefined. There's no substitute. The second mistake is skipping the patch test. Just because something is natural doesn't mean it's universally safe for every skin type. Eugenol can trigger allergic reactions in sensitive individuals. Before applying this blend to your face, place a single drop on the inner wrist, wait 24 hours, and check for any redness, itching, or irritation. If nothing appears, you're safe to proceed. Skipping this step is an unnecessary risk. The third mistake is improper storage. Cold-pressed oils are vulnerable to oxidation when exposed to light, heat, or air. Once sesame oil oxidizes, it doesn't just lose its benefits, it actively generates free radicals, which can accelerate the very cellular aging you're trying to slow down. Store your blend in a dark glass bottle with an airtight lid in a cool location away from sunlight. If the scent ever shifts to something sharp or off-putting, discard it and make a fresh batch. The fourth mistake is going to bed immediately after applying the oil. If your face meets the pillow before the skin has had at least 10 minutes to partially absorb the blend, most of that product ends up on your pillowcase, and over time, that fabric becomes a surface where bacteria accumulate and then transfer directly back to your skin. Apply the oil, then sit upright for 10 to 15 minutes before lying down. Placing a clean cotton cloth over your pillow each night also helps manage any residue. The fifth mistake is combining this routine with retinol or exfoliating acids on the same night. Retinoids and acids like glycolic or salicylic already thin and sensitize the skin barrier during the overnight hours. Adding clove essential oil on top of that, even properly diluted, can push the skin past its tolerance threshold, resulting in irritation, peeling, or barrier damage that takes weeks to resolve. If you use both types of products, alternate them on different nights, and allow at least 48 hours between treatments. 2 helpful modifications before we wrap up. If your skin is on the sensitive side and you want to ease in gradually, spend the first week using pure sesame oil only, with the same technique and timing. In week 2, add just 1 drop of clove per tablespoon of sesame. If your skin handles that well, increase to 2 drops in week 3. That paced approach gives your skin time to adjust without stress. The second modification is for the neck and décolleté, areas that reveal age just as clearly as the face but are almost always overlooked in nighttime routines. Extend your application to these areas using upward strokes from the chest toward the chin. The skin here is thin and responds well to nourishing oils. With consistent attention, the texture and tone of the neck and chest can improve meaningfully within a few weeks. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing to Health Talk for more health education videos like this one.